Resident Evil 7 ushers in the evolution of horror games. Resident Evil 7 will be removing QuickTime events in a bid to detach the franchise from previous action-packed titles and go back to its survival horror roots. Players will now be fully in control of their character's fate in the next installment to the hit survival horror franchise. Producer Masachika Kawata confirms that QTE, also known as action events in-game, will not be returning in Resident Evil 7. This move seems to be a return to survival horror and commence its evolution, a departure from its more action-oriented siblings in the past as the action events began with Resident Evil 4. "I know there are a lot of people who will be relieved to hear that," he said in an interview posted in the Capcom Unity blog. Fans at E3 were surprised to see that what seemed to be a playable demo for a Silent Hill-esque psychological thriller/supernatural game. This turned out to be the seventh main title in the Resident Evil series, much to the surprise of the viewers. The demo sports the first-person found footage perspective of two detectives exploring a cabin where they discover strange objects and encounter a wide variety of paranormal experiences along the way. Players adept in observation will see glimpses of otherworldly figures in their character's peripheral vision as they walk on corridors or vanish mere seconds after suddenly appearing. Players can only progress in the game by finding certain objects that help them open or solve particular mysteries. Observing VHS tapes found in the game will give players a little background on the demo setting, but is also sometimes plagued with videos capturing silhouettes of unwanted visitors. The demo also features various screamers and adds more mystery than gore, unlike the game's predecessors. Developers at Capcom also confirmed the demo will not be included in any part of the game, which adds more mystery to the real nature of the new Resident Evil game. However, Kawata explained the radical departure from the third-person to the first-person perspective. He added this will help players experience the game in an almost lifelike fashion by putting them in the perspectives of the characters. He added their interest in the 80s to 90s atmosphere of the demo with VHS tapes and other analog-based technology. He explained that this is a way to depart from current digital trends by bringing a grungy feel to the horror experience. Game director Koshi Nakanishi reassures fans that Capcom will not be throwing everything fans loved about the Resident Evil franchise despite the unexpected turn for the setting of Resident Evil 7. The two added that while popular elements such as exploration, puzzles and resource management will be retained, the new game will focus on fear itself. "We really want to focus on what concepts we want players to understand about the game with a demo, and that's horror. This is a tonal preview of what to expect in the game, rather than a little bit of game content you're getting in advance," he said. "Don't worry, we haven't just thrown out Resident Evil as it exists and turned it into a ghost story. It will all make sense in the end." Resident Evil 7 Biohazard is slated for a January 24, 2017 release to the PlayStation 4, PC and Xbox One.